Okay, good morning students. Today you have to see there is another topic, replica plating techniques. Replica plating techniques. There is a type of technique mostly used for the growing the culture plate. It's a technique in which the pattern of colonies, here in which the pattern of colonies growing on a culture plate is mostly copied. Culture plate growing of colonies. A number of microorganisms are there, that is called colonies. Culture plate, in a culture plate, number of colonies, number of microorganisms are growing, in which these are mostly copied. That type of condition is nothing but replica plating techniques. Here it is a technique in which there is a pattern of colonies growing in a culture plate. These are copied. Here there is a sterile plate. First of all, a sterile plate. A sterile filter plate, or otherwise a filter paper, anything is there. A sterile filter plate. A sterile filter plate. A sterile filter plate is taken, then it will immersed or pressed in a culture plate. A sterile filter plate is taken, then it will immersed or pressed in a culture plate. That the microorganisms are growing in a culture plate. You can immerse or pressed in a culture plate, then it will lifted. Some of the microorganisms are mostly present in a filter paper. That is the filter of sterile filter paper. It will present. Then it will go for another a sterile culture plate. You can take a sterile culture plate to take, and then that the sterile filter paper, it will immersed into this in a sterile culture plate. That the medium also having a different type of culture medium, it will present. Then you can press the filter paper in the sterile culture plate. Then afterwards, some of the microorganisms are mostly grown on that culture plate. Here the culture medium is totally entirely different from the first and second, from the first plate. So some of the culture organisms also growing in a second place also there, and also various organisms also it will present in that culture medium. Some microorganisms it will copied in another culture plate. That is called replica plating techniques. In some of the antibiotic it will present, there is some of the antibiotic it will present in a culture plate. There is no growth, it will occur in that microorganism in a culture plate. In a culture plate there is no microorganism, it will occur or grown in a culture plate. Okay, that is nothing but a replica plating techniques used, mostly used. Then next one is molecular techniques. What do you mean by the molecular techniques and isolation of molecular technique, isolation of genetic material and gel electrophoresis? Molecular techniques, isolation of genetic material and gel electrophoresis. Molecular techniques and isolation of genetic material. First of all, you can isolate that genetic material, DNA, RNA, anything is there, and gel electrophoresis. Here the DNA is a negatively charged molecule. The DNA is a negatively charged molecules. With the help of this one, you can isolate the genetic material. Here electrophoresis, it's a technique. It mostly used for separating the different types of molecules. Electrophoresis is a separating technique mostly used for sequence of, or otherwise mostly used to separate the different molecule, segregating, or otherwise you can separate the different molecules. Electrophoresis is a technique with the help of this to separate the different molecules with some of the positive charge or negative charge. Anything is there, you can classify it, or otherwise you can discharge this way. So that is called electrophoresis. Here some of the, you can apply any other electricity, you can apply any electricity in a DC. That the way some of the molecules it move from one place to another place. Negative charged ions are it move from the positive charged ions. Positive charged ions are move from the negative charged ions. Then the way it will happen in this way. So that is electrophoresis is nothing but a separation of a separation technique. It mostly separate the different types of molecules. That's all. Okay, the next one is agarose gel electrophoresis. Agarose gel electrophoresis. In this agarose gel electrophoresis, this is the same way, separation of DNA molecules. Agarose gel electrophoresis. It's a type of technique. Mostly, it is mostly used for purification of a specific DNA fragment. Purification of specific DNA molecule. That is nothing but agarose gel electrophoresis. Agarose gel electrophoresis is nothing but that is a technique. It mostly used for purification of specific DNA molecule. You can isolate or purify the DNA molecule. Agarose is mostly convenient for separation of DNA fragments. It is mostly used for separation of DNA fragment, and it is already studied. And also it ranges in what way these are mostly classified or otherwise purified. In the range is mostly, the range size is few hundred to 20,000 base pairs. Few hundred to 20,000 base pairs it will present. That is a range. It will only the range only it will purify the DNA fragments. Only the agarose gel electrophoresis. It's a technique purification of specific DNA molecule. Only it will purify some of the ranges only. Few hundred to 20,000 base pairs molecules only it will purify. There are another one is PAGE. What do you mean by PAGE? PAGE. Here PAGE means nothing but polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. Polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. It is mostly used for purification of a small DNA molecule. It is mostly used for small DNA fragment, which is used here. Agarose gel electrophoresis, some of DNA fragments are purified. Here the PAGE, small DNA fragments only purified here. Here polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis mostly used for purification of the small DNA fragments. The gel is mostly complex network of polymeric marker. It is mostly a negatively charged molecule, and also under an electric field DNA molecules migrate through the one place to another place, or another migrate to the gel. Anything is there. That is a function of gel electrophoresis or PAGE, polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis. Here in this category, electrophoresis mostly frequently performed with marker, DNA marker. The DNA fragments as known as known size, which allow the accurate size of determination of an unknown size DNA molecule by interpolarization is that take place in this agarose gel electrophoresis. Next we pass on to what are the advantages. What are the advantages of agarose gel electrophoresis? We studied purification of specific DNA molecule, and also you can isolate or purify a few hundred to 20,000 base pairs. Only you can purify this type of DNA molecules. And also PAGE means nothing but you can purify only the small DNA fragments only is there. Here you can also again purify some of the unknown molecule to the known molecule. Known molecule to unknown molecules you can purify with the help of this. Some of the determination you can DNA fragments are mostly marked or performed with the help of this known size of allow accurate the size determination of an unknown DNA molecule by interpolarization is there. Okay. The next one is advantages. What are the advantages occur in a agarose gel electrophoresis? Mostly there are 4 points are there. Advantages of agarose gel electrophoresis. Agarose gel electrophoresis. Advantages of agarose gel electrophoresis. Here first one is the DNA bands. It will present. DNA bands means nothing but there is a gel is there. Here there is a number of bands it will present in this gel upper part. This is nothing but bands, that is called the DNA bands. The DNA bands can be mostly readily detected of high sensitivity. It will detected high sensitivity. Readily detected high sensitivity. The DNA bands are readily detected within high sensitivity. And also the bands of DNA, the second one, the bands of DNA also there. Bands of DNA mostly is there in a gel are stained with the dye. These are mostly stained with the dye ethidium bromide. Stains with the dye ethidium bromide. With the help of ethidium bromide, these are stained with the help of this dye. Bands of DNA mostly stained by some other dye. That the dye is nothing but ethidium bromide is there, which is used for stains the DNA. The bands are mostly stains by the ethidium bromide dye. Then also another one is the DNA can be detected as visible fluorescence. It mostly detected by visible inflorescence, that is illuminated in UV light. Illuminated by the UV light will give a orange fluorescence. It will give the orange inflorescence, which can be photographed here. These are the 3 points mostly involved in advantages of agarose gel electrophoresis. First one, it is readily detected. The DNA bands are readily detected with the high sensitivity, and also the bands of DNA are mostly stains with the dye ethidium bromide, and also these are mostly, it can be detected, the DNA can be detected as visible inflorescence, as a visible fluorescence, illuminated UV lights, visible inflorescence, that is a illuminated UV light, and also it will give the orange inflorescence. It will give the orange color fluorescence, orange fluorescence light. It can be photographed. It is mostly photographed. These are the techniques mostly involved. Advantages, merits are present in this agarose gel electrophoresis. Okay, next class we will see there is another topic. Okay.